Hey Enzo and Jack, it's Rob and Jess from RHAP. How are you guys doing today?
Could be
Doing
better.
good.
Could be
Yeah?
better.
Okay. Any pickled herring cravings since the race?
Not for me.
I'm good with that, man. That's what I had in my enough. One pickle herring is good for a lifetime.
Jess said it's not that bad.
It is not. Yeah, look, I'll take that over slop. I'll take that over slop any day. Any
I
day.
just I just don't eat anything raw. So my brother he'll eat sushi and stuff like that. I don't eat anything raw. So to me it was not good at all.
So I have a lot of questions about the clog bike. I think that's where I want to start. How much harder was that to pedal than a normal bike? Because it seemed like it was slowing the two of you down at that point pretty badly.
I'm like, is this even a bike? What is this caption? What is this thing? You know what I mean? Like, I looked at it. I'm like, yo, are you kidding? Now I'm like, look, you get to see all the other guys. They're using four legs, nice little mountain bikes. They're high fiving each other. I'm stuck in this thing. He could have been a little lighter too. He could have been a little lighter. And I'm in people's backyards. We're going down hills with this thing, bro. It wasn't easy to maneuver because you had to like shift the weight because if the weight would move from left to right, so it wasn't easy by any stretch of the imagination. And we were slower. We had a disadvantage. We were slower than everybody else in it because they had four legs, and I had my two legs on that. So it was annoying, and it was definitely a struggle.
Yeah.
And it was definitely I tried to do it. I couldn't do it. It was very heavy.
Yeah, this punishment that you got at the end of the first competition, do you feel like was that too overpowered? Was that the difference between you guys staying in the race and being out?
I thought the punishment was going to be like, all right, maybe we got to like land an extra 10 balls in something or something like that. You know what I mean? Or like, yo, maybe I thought the herring. I thought that was our punishment. Just eat the herring. I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah, let's go. Let's do this. Then when I saw that, I'm like, bro, this is a major disadvantage here. This is
Mhm.
crazy. Number one, we don't even know where we're at. Now I got to pedal this thing around to try to figure where we're at too. So I was like, this is going to be tough here.
Yeah. I don't listen, was it the only reason? That wasn't the only reason, but it was definitely slowed us down.
Yeah.
I would love to know. I mean, obviously, Enzo, you're one of the big figures on Big Brother. I'm not a huge viewer of it, but I'm curious to know how much Amazing Race did you know up until getting asked to be on the show?
I didn't know that much. I knew of it. I saw, I never watched the whole full season, but then, of course, getting ready for this, I did, but I mean, that like I should have probably reached out to people that done this and just been like, look, because I knew a couple amazing races, like, yo, give me some like just little tad bits of like maybe the clues or the wording in the clues, because we messed up because getting to the harbor, we were one of the first ones there. It was the clue that said you should probably find 2 hour parking. In my
Yeah.
mind, we have to find 2 hour parking. No, it says like, no, you should probably find 2 hour parking. Not you have to. So those little things, I'm telling you, we wasted 2 hours looking for 2 hour parking.
Yeah.
And that was a major flaw. Like just little things like that where it would have went a long way for us. We needed that. And we needed like help from like another team, just that outside perspective to just be like, look, we needed somebody to think for us at times because it was just too much being in bouncing off each other. He's stubborn,
Yeah.
I'm stubborn. So we were just like stuck in a rut.
How about the human bowling that seemed to be like I would imagine you guys do some bowling in Bayonne, right? Why was the issue why it was so hard for you guys to clear the pins on human bowling?
Like Rob, they didn't show it in the beginning. We hit nine. We hit nine once or twice. So I was like, oh, we got this. We got this in a bag. Then it was just like there was like like you would have to like throw him at an angle and because it would slip and slide by the time he got there. So you had to
Yeah.
figure some things out. You know what I mean? But he could have been a little lighter because I'm looking over and I'm like, she's a little Taylor's a little light. This one's a little light. I'm like, that's a little help. But we still got to figure that out. We
I don't
can't
know.
come.
When I go bowling, you want the heavy ball. You want like the
So
16
yeah,
pound
no,
ball.
you can come up at any excuse, but we have to do that. We can't come at least we can't come last there. You
Yeah.
can't. That
Mhm.
like mentally like got me so angry that we got last there.
Set the tone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can appreciate it's probably hard to get out of that mindset once you start out in the back of the pack. Um,
Hmm.
is there anything that the two of you learned about each other while you were out there?
That basically what my brother was saying, how like we both are stuck on our ways where instead of us communicating and trying to come up with a solution, it was more do it my way or do it your way. And that's what we were doing. We would do it my way and he was right. Then we would do it his way and I was right. It was never just let's discuss this and let's come up with a solution, as opposed to all right, let's try your way now and it didn't work. All right, let's try my way now. Instead of let's just bounce ideas and then come up with a better solution.
Now,
Yeah, I feel like I just learned that he's very stubborn, just like me. He's set in his ways too. So I'm just like, man, we're too much alike in that way. So I was like, man, I'm like, this is a recipe for disaster here, man.
so it was all Big Brother teams, but Enzo, you're more of an old school Big Brother player, and these were all Big Brother players mostly from the last couple of seasons. Did you know a lot of these other Big Brother players before you went out on this season?
So yeah, I didn't. Some of them I didn't. I'm like, yo, I don't even know I don't even know his name. I don't know her. I didn't. But there was like, I knew Kat, I knew Hannah Chad, I knew her, I knew Angela. I thought she was hilarious. Honestly, I was like, yo, I want to work with these people, just to laugh a little bit. So, and there was definitely a lot of people that want to work with me. I could see. I could see that people wanted to work with me too. And we needed that. Like, trust me, we needed someone to think for us. We just needed an outside perspective. Like, yo, let's do it this way. We needed someone to think for us, and we do the physical thing. You know what I mean? So we needed that. That would have went a long way for us.
So what's harder? 100 days in the Big Brother house or 2 days on the Amazing Race?
I say 2 days on Amazing Race because I could do 100. To me, Big Brother's all social.
Nothing. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm socially. I could play with the best of them with socially. But this was just you're in a land that you know nothing about, and you're like, and it's up to you to figure it out. So it's like, yo, it's just that whole man. I never been to Holland, and I'm just like, bro, I don't even know where. And I was thinking like things are like around the corner, to the left, to the right. It's right there. Nah, I'm talking about we were like driving for miles. Like it was, I didn't think the legs were gonna be that far, and that intense. And I'm like, why? It's the Amazing Race. They called that for a reason. I'm like, that's what goes through your mind when you're in these unknown areas. You just think differently.
So, Enzo, famously, you got the brigade together. Were you thinking about a group of other teams that you wanted to work with on the race?
Yeah, I would have. I think that first challenge, getting last place, put me in a bad place mentally because it's like, yo, we're in last place. We can't even really team up. We gotta figure things out right now. That set me in such a bad place mentally that I'm like, yo, I'm known, my bread and butter is a social game. And I just killed myself. I shot myself in the foot without doing that. And I'm just like, yo, what? Like looking back and then I'm like, yo, bro, all I gotta do is just, bro, let's work together. Let's do something. I got you. Make an alliance, this and that. And they would have did a lot of the thinking for me. And I just went against what my bread and butter was. And that really hurt us. That hurt us big time.
Is there anybody you had in mind to have been in that alliance?
Oh, Hannah, number one, because I know she was a fan of mine, and
Yeah.
she's so smart, she's so intelligent. I'm like, and we saw Hannah in the parking lot, and she looked at us and like with a face like, yo, let's work together. And I'm like, nah, let's just figure this thing out. Like to my brother, we gotta figure, like we gotta attack. And I'm like, yo, what am I doing? Like I look at and I tell Hannah every day, I'm like, that was like a huge mistake. We should when I saw you in that park, because she would have probably told us you could park anywhere. Don't worry, let's go.
Yeah.
And that would have cut 2 hours out of our time. And that I'm telling you, and we would have definitely, I'm talking about 10, 15 minutes somewhere would have got us past that first leg.
So, Jack, I'm really curious how this whole experience has been for you as a relative rookie in the reality TV space. I mean, for Enzo, this is like another day in the office. The aspect of like seeing yourself on television and having the public react to you. How have you felt with all this?
Honestly, I pretty much had every single emotion you could think of. The whole process, like nervous, scared, excited, you know. Then when it's all said and done, awesome. I had a great time. I had a lot of fun. And if they would ask us to do the Amazing Race again, I would most likely 100% like say, let's do this again. Like, at first I was nervous and I was scared. And even last night when this thing aired, right before it aired, I'm like, I'm about to catch a panic attack here. I'm about to get a heart attack. I don't know what's about to happen here. And then when it was all said and done, it was a great laugh and I had a lot of fun. It was awesome.
Now, we saw that Turner was and his wife were struggling at the greenhouse, and it got kind of close towards the end. Do you know how much further behind Turner and his wife you were for 12th place?
Jack, you want it?
Yeah, only like 5-10 minutes. I mean, it was
Wow.
like 5-10 minutes, but we knew
You guys
like
made up a
once
lot
we
of
had,
ground.
Yeah.
yeah,
We
yeah,
lost by 10 minutes, bro. 10
Mhm.
minutes.
Wow.
Yeah, that's why my favorite part of that day when we walk into that flower shop and the look on their face was like, yo, it's like they saw a ghost. They thought we were dead. They thought we were dead. Like, where did they come from? Like, yo, let's go. That like gave me a second win. I'm like, let's go, bro. We could pull this off. Let's go. And then we regrouped. We said we had a bad day, but survived it. And we regroup, and who knows what the second leg breaks. You know, that's why I was really like excited at that moment.
Yeah.
Which probably made it even worse when you ended up not being able to make it up.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, no, it definitely was like, look, we had a horrible leg, but we finished really strong, and we were starting to figure things out, and that's what bothered me, because the unknown now. Like, we started to figure things out. We started to understand, like, all right, when we ask for directions, let's ask how long, how far is this? Because that puts that perception in your mind. All right, it's not just around the corner. We're gonna have to go a while. You know, those little things, man. We started to like pan those things out, but too little, too late.
Okay. Enzo, one last thing. It was a big summer for Big Brother 12 on CBS as we saw Rachel come back and play on Big Brother. What did you think about the way that Rachel went out on Big Brother 27?
Yeah, like I know that it was like that White Lotus thing, or
Yeah.
that happened there. Nah, that kind of, because it was kind of like, she didn't even get to like come out and like talk to Julie. It was crazy. It was definitely crazy. But again, it's Big Brother. They could throw whatever curveballs they want, so you got to be always quick on your feet with that. It sucks to go out that way. I know. You know what I mean. Especially she was playing really good too. She was. I was like, yo, look at Rachel getting social now. Like, she's playing a social game. I'm like, all right. Okay, so she's just a comp beast. But yeah, it was definitely like, I wish it was like kind of like a battle back, from that. But look, it is what it is, But
Yeah.
she's a great competitor. No,
Listen,
take that from me. You know what I mean?
it's what, 15 years later, and all I know is Big Brother 12 people are gonna keep popping up on my TV screen year after year after year.
Yeah, we're there, right? We got winners, finalists. We're there though. You know what I'm saying? Yo, always like, the old school. Yeah, we represent the old school well. That's it.
Yeah. Okay. Jack, Enzo, I know you got to run. Thanks for making some time to talk with us. All the best outside the race. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you, guys.
All right. Take care.
You.
Bye.
This is RHAP. We know reality TV.